is their AHRI-rated evaporator cabinet that can be used with the FLEXX ECO outdoor unit and gas furnace. Don't care about the heat pump side. The 7.9 HSPF2 is not allowed in Region 4. And the reason why that's said that is somewhat related is that the FLEXX ECO is the price defender unit among our unitary systems. So asking for a higher efficiency system means that you would have to go for the higher efficiency FLEXX system in order to get a higher HSPF. And if you needed even higher HSPF, you would go for the MultiPRO system that may give you a higher HSPF. So, I mean, it would be no different than saying, why does my Civic not go as fast as the Corvette? So there's going to be a cost associated with all of those features and all of those improvements, you know, that get you to that level. And what you may find, depending on what the what rebates may be, it may pay you to go for that, you know, that higher end system.
The rebate may offset that extra cost for the higher efficient unit. Yeah.
Right. In addition to that, in some regions, you know, there has been a drive to push more towards cold climate heat pumps, which, I mean, we're okay with because we do a great job with cold climate heat pumps. And, you know, that's a great idea. And, you know, that honestly, a lot of the conversations that we've had in the past around the rebates and pushing, you know, warm weather heat pumps into places like Minnesota and North Dakota wasn't going to be the answer that they hoped for. So I'm glad that they recognized pretty quickly that they need to push for cold climate heat pumps, and maybe in some cases actually push some of the efficiencies down because they know they're still getting, you know, they're getting the goal of electrification that they're wanting in those areas. Would you like to add anything to that? I mean, I know that sounds maybe a little bit negative, but you know, that's
well, I think
lowest cost thing we have, you know.
I don't think you intend to be negative. It's just, it's understanding the product there. And I think there was a misunderstanding to the product on the FLEXX ECO versus the other machines that we offer. No, we don't offer a different air handler for that. And that's not really going to gain you much. It's based off that outdoor unit. So if you go to the FLEXX, that's not the ECO, it's going to have a higher HSPF. And then if you go into MultiPRO, like you said, you're going to have a match that's going to be giving you even a higher rate.
Now, just kind of rethinking that question a little bit, just from the beginning of the question, it seems like he might be, regardless of HSPF and whatnot and efficiencies, you know, kind of gearing towards he wants to do dual fuel. So there is options for that too.
Yep.
Right. Well, and that's I mean, but that's the case. It's like basically it's like I'm taking you know, some equipment that's capable of providing heat in some of these cold areas. I mean, that's increasingly what we've become known for. So it's like saying I can't sell this heat pump up here because the HSPF is not high enough, but I don't really care about the heat pump portion of it.
Right.
You know, I just want to use the gas furnace. Well, you know, in that case, I mean, we're really good at cold climate heat pumps.
Do you really need a cold climate heat pump?
You know, switch over to a cold climate heat pump, and then, you know, it qualifies, and you are also providing far more dual fuel capability for your customer than giving them the lowest cost unitary piece of equipment that we've got.
Right.
You know, it's an actual dual fuel. I mean, everybody can say they've got dual fuel, but if you can only operate so many months a year, do you really have dual fuel? You know what I mean? If you've got a very short fall and a very short spring, but your winter is super long, is that really dual fuel at that point? No, you're not getting the best of both worlds at all. You know, you're really limiting what your heat pump can do in those regions.